I've been feeling like I've been in between. It's like I'm not a kid anymore, but I'm also not fully an adult yet. But there's still some things that it's like I just can't tolerate anymore. Welcome to Makeup Chit Chat. I've already started putting on my e.l.f. primer. I feel like I was always the type of person that let stuff like slide even if I wasn't okay with certain things. With growing pains, I feel like you can wake up and feel like you're not even the same person anymore. Let's just say you're the type of friend that like comes in and out of my life every few months. You know, we don't talk on a daily basis, but you check up on me like every few months. I don't like that hot and cold energy anymore, and I used to be okay with that. Now I'm not tolerating that. If you can be a consistent person in my life, you don't deserve to be in my life at all. Growing up, you gotta stand on your boundaries because people treat you how you let them treat you, 1000%. You can't allow someone to treat you wrong and then expect them to treat you right. I always used to like fight so hard for bonds and friendships, but I stopped fighting when I realized that someone wasn't fighting back. Like, I'm not fighting for something that you're not fighting for. I'm not about to keep wasting my time nor my energy, no matter how you feel about someone. For the eyes will be intense shadow palette. I love all the neutrals. Definitely gonna be hard or weird at first when you start setting boundaries because this is something you've never done before, clearly, and it's gonna feel weird. But honey, when you start to realize like, hey, you don't feel sad anymore, you don't feel used anymore and stuff like that, you start to feel like, you know what, it's worth setting my boundaries. It's worth letting people know like, hey, like this is where the line is, and if you cross it, well then you know there will be consequences. I used to be a very like party club type of person, but honey, I'm more of a like want to go out, take pictures, restaurant, travel, try new food, drink, still party. But when it comes to clubs where everyone is just hot and sweaty and all up under each other, no. Like, primer is ready. We're kids, we really see the world very differently from when we get older. And sometimes we forget how free we were or how much we didn't care about what was going on, or maybe we just didn't even know what was going on in the world. But I just remember being a little girl just being so happy and so like silly and goofy, and I think that one thing I don't want to lose as I get older is my silliness. Like, I don't want to always take everything in life so seriously. I always want to remember that there's more to life and to laugh. I don't care if I'm like 40 years old laughing at something dumb. Like, I just want to laugh forever. And I see some people being like, yeah, you say that now, but you know, you mature. And no matter how much I mature, I always want to just go back to the simple things in life and not get so wrapped up in career and, you know, all the great things. Just remember to laugh. And trust, it 1000% gets lonely. But I always thought the scariest thing for me was always staying somewhere I always known and never ever trying. I always know that worst come to worst, I could always go back home living with my parents. But I always wanted more than that. But putting myself first was probably the best thing I could have ever done for myself. Believing in myself. If I ain't believe in myself, I would not be here today. I think younger me, every single day that I had the courage to try